Okay, so start up this video out. There's my class setup. You can pause it to look at it if you want to. My name is GetJesse, and this is a game of Demolition on Radiation. I think that's what the map's called. This is my first time ever playing Demolition on this map, so roughly half of the game I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay because it turns out to be a pretty good game anyway. Roughly half of my deaths are from my inexperience at this map and at this game. In fact, right there you can see I had no idea that a railing was behind me in this room, and I got shot from up there a little bit. So when I joined this game, I think A was already taken out. So I went over here to B, and that's what I'm doing right now. My kill streaks set up are spy plane, counter spy plane, and napalm strike. And so what I'm trying to do right here is just defend B and build up my kill streaks so I can get the napalm strike and get my spy planes out and things like that. For me, this place that I'm in here, this is actually the ideal environment for me to be in because I like being low on the ground, but I also like big open areas with lots of cover around, so these little gas tanks here are excellent cover for me because I can run around the place and maneuver and hide and trick people and outsmart people, outmaneuver them, things like that. So I really like this spot. And while I was talking there, if you noticed, I aimed my napalm strike so that it blocked off the enemy from entering the building. Now that's one cool thing about the napalm strike and the rolling thunder kill streaks is that in objective-based gameplay, you can use them to block off areas for a few seconds. So I've gone through all my kill streaks now, so at this point there's no real reason for me to stay alive since I don't have any kill streaks to work towards, but I'm staying alive simply because, you know, it's a little risky to have that time where I'm running back to this area. An enemy could run in the building while I'm running back here. So it's still a good idea to stay alive, even though I'm not going to get any more kill streaks at this point. So right now I'm just trying to figure out where they're going to come from. Constantly bobbing around looking at all the entrances. As far as consoles are concerned, and I'm pretty new to the Call of Duty series on the consoles. I used to be primarily a PC game player. I played Call of Duty 4, 5, and 6 on the PC, and I honestly never took them seriously because I always thought they were very unbalanced, competitive gaming-wise. So they're always just games that I played for fun, but Black Ops looks like it's going to be different. It looks like Treyarch is actually going to take a serious look at patches and things like that, so I've actually tried to put in the effort with Black Ops to see what happens. When I first started playing, I tried playing with a submachine gun and I did horrible. And so now I've started using assault rifles, and I played 2 games of Demolition today. Just 2 games. This is the second game, and it turned out pretty good. So I gotta say, so far I like the assault rifles much better than the submachine guns. And that guy right there, he ran away, and I thought he ran away, so I just threw a concussion grenade back there to try to ward him off, but it hit him, and I didn't know that he hit a dead end, so I went back there to kill him. So we're back in this room again, and I'm just maneuvering around looking for enemies to kill. I've got a suppressor, so they can't see me when I fire, but honestly I'm not really too sure how much the suppressor helps me in this game because since I have lightweight on, as soon as I fire I can immediately move out of the way of the position I was in, which I do a lot. So here we win the first round. And I'm 19-7 there. Not really that great of a score. I think roughly 4 or 5 of my deaths was just stupid stuff where I die because, you know, like I said, I'm inexperienced at this map and this game mode, so didn't really know what I was doing. And again, I don't know the map that well, so I don't know where all the hiding spots are. And here, this is pretty cool. I'm in here pretty much alone. I think there's one other guy covering me in the back, but I go ahead and plant the bomb, and here for the next 40 seconds I defend the bomb that I just planted. And that guy didn't see me for some reason. Not sure what he's doing. I think he was going after my teammate or something. So right now I'm just thinking I need to be super aware, look at all the entrances and keep them off this bomb. There I see a guy on the spy plane. Luckily my claymore took him out though. And there goes the bomb. So I'm like, okay, great. So I'm thinking right now I need to go head over to A. So kill that guy, launch the counter spy plane. And there I see a gun and I decide to pick it up, but while I'm distracted in picking it up, I get picked off myself. But that's okay. So I'm heading over to A. And there I see a guy. He's sitting right behind that wall there. So I jump up here to take him out, but my buddy gets him. That guy's actually not my buddy. I'm just calling him my buddy since he's on my team. And here is where my inexperience with this map really shows, because for about, I don't know, a minute or two here, I can't figure out where A is. Right now I'm assuming it's in the building, so I'm just kind of sticking by this building to defend it. And right now I'm waiting for my teammates to kind of get closer to me so that we can really hold down this objective. I see a guy firing up there, so that's actually, I just figured out that spot right then. So there's a little tip. If you ever want to take someone out that window, go under there and crouch and take them out. So here I'm thinking, where is this objective? We need to plant this. And I'm looking around the building. I'm like, is it on top of the building? No. So I'm like, where is this objective? And I think eventually I look inside of it. And at the same time, while I'm looking for the objective, I'm still keeping a lookout for enemies, because I don't want to get, you know, caught off guard while I'm looking for this objective. So I climb in the building. I'm looking. I don't see it. I actually didn't see the ladder going down there at the time. So then I'm like, oh yeah, I remember there was a button over here. And if you didn't know, there's actually a huge hatch in the middle of the level here that you can open. And I remember earlier in the game seeing this button over here, so I thought maybe it has something to do with this button. And it did. And I'm actually surprised that none of my teammates did that, because they're all higher levels than me, so you'd think they would have some experience and know what to do, but they didn't. So I got the door open, and we only got, you know, roughly a minute left, so we're kind of not in a good spot here. And the enemy's already all bunkered up down there. And this opening here kind of bewildered me. I didn't really know how to approach it that well. So I pretty ineffective at assaulting the objective. That guy planted a claymore and is camping in that building for some reason. Not sure what he's doing. My opinion, he's not really accomplishing too much in that building, because that's away from the objective, and he's not really harassing us that much if he's just going to sit in that building. But anyway, that's a little tangent. So here I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do about this hole in this objective, but Again, I have no clue what I'm doing. I really don't know what to do about it. There, honestly, that guy should have died there, but that just kind of shows my connection. I think, based on my experience, I'm roughly at least 1 second ahead, 1 second behind everyone else. I kind of live in a rural area, so my internet connection is not really that good. So we lose the second round, mostly because my team, you know, we don't really know what we're doing, and we didn't get the door open until the last minute, so what can you do? Honestly, I probably could have helped out my team better at the last minute there with assaulting the objective, but again, I didn't really know how to approach it that good, so what can you do? You live and learn. Okay, so it's overtime now, and we've got to go get B. So my plan right here is I'm going to try to cut off the enemy so that they can't get into B, and then my teammates can go and work on the objective and work on the guys inside the building. So that's what I'm doing in this spot right here. So I launched the counter spy plane, I got the regular spy plane up, and I just want to keep these guys away from the objective. I don't want them to get in there. I want my teammates to get inside that building and get set up so we can get this objective taken down. And there, that guy catches me reloading. I kind of picked a bad spot to reload, a bad time to reload. But at least I got my napalm strike off. And again, if you saw me aim it, my objective when placing it down was to cut off the enemy from the bomb site so that they couldn't get to it, which I did. There's a guy that can't aim. I just stepped out of the way and shot him. Okay, so here I'm thinking again, kind of thinking of how I should approach this. Yeah, there I went to check back, see what that gun was, but I didn't want it. So here I'm trying a different approach. I just tried to harass them at the front of the building, and I know since I just died there, they'd probably be looking there again. So this time I'm going to try to go inside the building and kind of do what I was doing before at the beginning of this game. Like I said, in this environment, I am very comfortable. I love having all this room to run around and a bunch of cover around me. So we got the bomb planted here, so it's time to defend it as best as possible. And I throw down another napalm strike to protect the objective so they can't get into it. And we got 10 seconds left. So I'm just sitting here ready to shoot anybody that comes in, because I know at these last few seconds they're going to be desperate to get in here. And there we go, we win the game. So I finished the game off 45-17. Like I said, roughly half of those deaths are from things that are just stupid mistakes and me not knowing the level that well. And I did get one plant successfully. So anyway, that's the end of the game. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you can check my class loadout and things like that. So this has been GetJesse, and I'll see you later.